Hi everyone, subscribe and drop a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments what Champions League matches you're gonna watch today as the big competition returns. And meanwhile, we are getting started. English right back Reece James has signed a new 5-year contract with Chelsea. Liverpool have released their third kit for the current season. The color scheme depicts flags and banners that traveled with fans supporting the club across Europe. Juventus introduced their third kit for the season. The jersey features 2 of Juve's historical colors. Chelsea target Ajax defensive midfielder Edson Alvarez. Former Bayern defender Holger Badstuber has announced his retirement from professional football at the age of 33. Man United centre-back Lisandro Martinez has avoided a serious injury after the game against Arsenal. He was substituted as a precaution after suffering from a slight adductor injury. Representatives of Nikola Maksimovic, who is currently a free agent, have offered the Serbian defender to Italian side Roma. Gabriel Barbosa, at the age of 26, became the youngest player to score 100 goals in the Brazilian top league. Liverpool didn't want to sign Arthur at first, as the Reds were chasing Denis Zakaria. Roma striker Tammy Abraham suffered a shoulder injury in the game against Udinese. Real Madrid want to extend the contract with Spanish defender Nacho Fernandez. Atletico have only 16 first squad players remaining ahead of the match against Porto due to injury woes. Valencia boss Gennaro Gattuso was so happy after his victory in the La Liga game that he started to say some weird things at his press conference. "My daughter is only 18, but someone like Tony would be an ideal man for her. You can see what a guy he is, humble and hardworking," the Italian coach suddenly said. Miralem Pjanic may sign for UAE Pro League side Al-Sharjah. Galatasaray are exploring the possibilities to sign Juventus centre-back Leonardo Bonucci. Former Man United player Gary Neville spoke about Erling Haaland at City. "It's the first time a Premier League team signed what I believe to be one of the top 2 or 3 players in the world for the future. Normally those players go to Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid or Barcelona. And Haaland will definitely move on to win the Ballon d'Or," Neville admitted. Scouts of Arsenal were impressed with Mikhail Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk and indicated that in their reports. Next summer, the Gunners can return to the player's candidacy. Bologna head coach Sinisa Mihajlovic may be sacked if the team keeps going down in the next fixtures. PSV midfielder Cody Gakpo remains Leeds United's main target on the transfer market. Spanish striker Diego Costa is close to signing for Wolverhampton. Man United newcomer Antony became the youngest Brazilian who scored in his Premier League debut at the age of 22 years and 119 days. Wayne Rooney sold off his mansion dubbed Wayne's World for £3.7 million. Alexander Ceferin is confident that the 2030 World Cup will be held in Spain and Portugal. "Europe can certainly host the World Cup. I'm sure that the 2030 World Cup will be played in Spain and Portugal," the UEFA president asserted. OGC Nice are only covering half of Nicolas Pepe's salary of around £10 million per year. Arsenal is contributing 25% of the player's wages, while the Ivorian has agreed to forego the remaining £2.5 million for the season. Real Madrid star Vinicius Jr. has received Spanish citizenship, so now Los Blancos have another spot available for a non-European player. Thiago Alcantara has returned to full training for Liverpool after recovering from an injury he suffered on August 6th against Fulham. Liverpool and Arthur have already come to an agreement for his contract in case the club decides to offer him a permanent deal at the end of his loan. Toni Kroos names German wonderkind he wants to see at Real Madrid. "There are some players who have potential to play for Madrid. I like Florian Wirtz. Then we have Fede and Eduardo, who already play a really good role with us," Toni Kroos said on his podcast. Napoli sporting director Cristiano Giuntoli has refuted the rumors linking Cristiano Ronaldo with the Italian club. "I'm sorry to say it, but we never had any real talks with Manchester United about signing Cristiano Ronaldo this summer," Giuntoli said. Man City boss Pep Guardiola told about his team's chances of winning the Champions League this time. "Win it or not win it? I don't know. Sport always gives you another opportunity. I wish we could have the history Sevilla had in the Europa League," Guardiola admitted. Fabio Carvalho suffered a dead leg during the Merseyside derby last weekend. He had to be taken off at halftime. The Athletic report that the youngster is in doubt for the Napoli game on Wednesday. Marcelo has been officially unveiled as a new Olympiacos player. Just take a look at those crazy celebrations as the Greek side's fans welcomed the Brazilian legend at their stadium. There was a point where I was so afraid of injuries. I would worry about getting injured after doing every turn. Everything changed after Koeman's arrival, Ousmane Dembélé has told Mundo Deportivo. Jordan Henderson will miss 3 weeks through a hamstring injury he picked up against Newcastle last Wednesday. The Athletic report. Man City and United are the only clubs in the world which spent over €1 billion to assemble their current squads. A few games took place yesterday in Italy and Spain. Let's have a look. We've finally made it to the top news of today's episode. Bad news for Paul Pogba as he needs surgery. On Monday, September 5th, Juventus staff and the 29-year-old Frenchman decided that the player needs surgery on the meniscus of his right knee. It was previously reported that if Pogba has to undergo surgery, he is at serious risk of missing the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Recall that Pogba played only 26 matches last season due to constant muscle injuries, which could be caused specifically by long-standing problems with the meniscus. PSG striker Kylian Mbappe sheds light on who's gonna shoot from the spot against Juventus in the Champions League if the referee awards a penalty. There is always a decision. Let's see how the match will turn out. If the game flows in such a way that Neymar must shoot, then it's gonna be Neymar. If the game will go in my favor, then it's gonna be my shot. There is no problem with that. Being number one doesn't mean you take every set piece on your own. I don't think that's the case in any club, especially when there are 3 top-quality players like that. You need to know how to share the cake. Mbappe said ahead of the Champions League clash. The Glazer family, which owns Manchester United, is constantly facing fan protests demanding they should sell the club. According to the Daily Mail, the Glazers have decided to sell Manchester United. It's claimed that the businessmen want to get around £3.75 billion for the club. Earlier reports have been linking Manchester United to Jim Ratcliffe, but it's not yet known whether he is ready to pay such a price. Paris Saint-Germain and France international striker Kylian Mbappe has spoken about rumors that his national team partner Paul Pogba involved shamans to put a curse on him. Now I prefer to believe my teammate. It's about what he said against his brother's claims. I intend to believe the teammate. Now it's not the time to put a lot of meaning into it, and I don't really wish to discuss this. Mbappe was quoted by Get French Football News. Bayern Munich are interested in signing Gavi from Barcelona as revenge for Barca pulling off Robert Lewandowski's move, according to Bild. The Munich team intends to go all out for the 18-year-old prodigy if he won't sign a new contract by January 2023. Reports in Spain write that Barcelona have agreed on a new contract with Gavi, but nothing on paper yet. Meanwhile, Gavi's current deal expires next summer. This season, Gavi has been nothing but class for Barcelona and has become an undisputed starter for Xavi. The teenager was named the king of the match in the 3-0 win against Sevilla. Barcelona head coach Xavi has prohibited the players from using social media during training sessions and match days. In addition, they have been forbidden from participating in dangerous activities such as skiing, mountain climbing, or motorcycle rides. The Barcelona board can also reduce the players' wages if they refuse to participate in club-related promotional activities. PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi spoke at the Football Talks virtual conference organized at the headquarters of the Portuguese Football Federation. He brought us the topic of the risk of large debts of European clubs for the whole sport. Some clubs have a debt of €1.8 billion. This is not normal. It's a disaster for football. Thank God, we have zero obligation due to our stable work. Of course, we lost money due to COVID like other clubs, but we have nothing to hide. Some clubs have large debts, and this is a risk, a danger for football. Some remained presidents for years and passed the debts on to their successors. They delegated the disaster to other presidents. We have to worry about it and be careful because it's a danger that can destroy football. Al-Khelaifi was quoted by Marca. The Spanish media consider this hit on Barcelona. Dear friends, we recommend you watch a new video on Fast Movie. This is a near-future sci-fi thriller where a lonely man can get specially created submissive robot ladies with big mysteries around them. Enjoy the show! And that was Football News. Have a nice one, and see you in a bit.